Hi, my name is Jennifer Schlipp, and I'm a professional life and wellness coach, as well as a personal trainer. Today, I want to run through some stretches that are great for people to do who are sitting at a desk for prolonged periods of time, or just work in an office setting, perhaps even when you're traveling and you're in an airplane or a car for a long amount of time. Tension creates in our muscles, and it also exacerbates when we're stressed or have a lot of anxiety. So when you feel yourself getting tense and you want to do a quick stretch, this would be a great set of exercises for you to insert into your day. You can do them at any time, and you can also do them multiple times a day. For each stretch, I'm going to show you the activity one time. But in a general setting or as a practice, you could do each stretch 2 times, and you want to hold them for about 10 seconds apiece. As a rule of thumb, when you're stretching, you do want to get a complete stretch, but you don't want to force the position. So if you're feeling pain or if you're feeling anything being pinched or circulation being compromised, you should ease off of the stretch or find something to do that is in place of that one. Not every stretch works for every person. So let's start with our stretches. Again, this is directed at people who are sitting for prolonged periods of time in an office, a car, or an airplane and would like to loosen up and focus on tension that they're holding in their upper back, their neck, their arms, and their shoulders. We're going to start with our hands. What I want you to do is place your hands out in front of you and stretch them out as wide as you can go. Hold that for about 10 seconds. You want to feel this stretch go all the way through your fingers, your hands, your wrists, and your forearms. After 10 seconds, squeeze your fists really tight. Pull all that tension back in. Tighten up every muscle. Your neck should be relaxed though this whole time. And now go ahead and send that away again. Open it up, stretch wide. We're going to hold it for a complete 10 seconds. And during all of these stretches, you just want to breathe easily and calmly. All right, and relax your hands down. The next one is we're going to turn ourselves, make sure we're sitting very straight in our chairs, and we want to draw a straight line between our neck, our back, our shoulder blades, our lower back, and into our tailbone. So sitting perfectly straight. Go ahead and pull your shoulders up towards your ears. Feel like you're closing in the space between your chin and your chest. You're tightening everything up. Hold that for 10 seconds. And now press your shoulders down and away. Really feel it sink down. Good. You want to hold that one for 10 seconds as well. Next, we're going to move on to stretching out the muscles that go through our back and our mid-axillary. So interlace your fingers and then place them behind your head as if you were going to stretch when you wake up in the morning. Now this is what we're going to do without leaning forward or sideways, and we're not arching our back either. We're going to pull our elbows and our shoulder blades behind us, opening up the muscles in our chest and our front shoulders. Squeeze those shoulder blades together like you're pinching a dollar bill. Hold them very tight. We're going to 10, so 3, 2, 1. Pull them in and relax. Now in this relaxed position, don't pull on your neck at all, but relax all your muscles so they have a chance to breathe. And after 10 seconds, let's open this back up for one more big stretch. Pull your shoulder blades back, sitting up perfectly straight. This one should feel a little bit more open and easier to do than the first one. Good, and just keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, relax your hands down. You can give them a little shake. Now, we're going to get into the muscles in our neck. This is where we want to be very careful that we don't pull on our head or push anything too far. So the first one, we're going to drop our right ear towards our right shoulder while we're sitting nice and straight. We're going to feel the stretch go down the left part of our neck and into our shoulder cap. We're holding for 10. Good. If you wanted a little bit more of a stretch in this position, turn your chin down towards your shoulder and look past your arm, okay? And you'll feel that go a little deeper. Now let's come back to center and let's go the opposite direction. Tilt your head to the side. Good. We're holding it. Continue to hold it if this feels good. If you want a little bit more, turn your head down and look past your shoulder to the carpet. Very good. Now coming back to center, we want to twist our head this time. So instead of tilting it, we're going to look with our whole chin. So for the first one, without turning your shoulders or your hip bones, look past your right shoulder. Gentle and easy. We're not pulling on our head here. Good. Come back to center and let's go to the left. Sitting up very nice and straight. Good. Come back to the center. Now the last stretch for our neck, we're going to stretch it forwards. So what I want you to do is just simply, without curling your shoulders or bending forward, sit nice and straight, but drop your chin and your nose forward towards your chest. You'll be looking right down at your feet now. If this feels okay and you have no neck problems, go ahead and take your first two fingers, place them gently on the back of your head, and stretch more. However, if you feel like you're bending forward to do this, you should not add the extra push with your fingers. Good. And sitting back up. Now it's important when you're stretching your neck that you don't stretch your head backwards. When you do that, you can compress the top two vertebrae in your neck, which are your cervical vertebrae, and that could lead to damage, and it could also pinch a nerve. So when we're stretching our neck, we only want to go to the side, turning to the side, and forward. We're not going to stretch backwards. Great. Let's move into some muscles in our shoulder blades and in our back where we hold a lot of tension and a lot of anxiety. And especially if you're typing a lot through the day, those muscles can get strained, or if you're driving a car. Okay? So, first one first, take your right arm across your body, bring your left arm up at the elbow, and just hug this right arm to you. I'm feeling this stretch go all along the back of my arm and into the back. So we're going to hold this for 10. Very good. Now switch arms. Bring this one across the left arm. Right arm hugs it to you. Just go to where you're comfortable. Again, if you feel like anything's being pinched, ease off of this one. 3, 2, 1. Now, let's go back to interlacing the fingers, and this time I want you to stretch your hands all the way forward. So you're extending your forearms, my hands are interlaced, I'm pushing my palms away from me, my elbows are straight, I'm pushing all those muscles out and away. Good. And you can shake out your hands now. This is good for circulation if you do a lot of desk work or fine motor writing. Interlace the fingers again, and now let's take this straight over your head. I want you to feel like you're closing your arms and over your ears. Again, we're not leaning forward, backwards, or sideways. We're reaching for the ceiling and we're getting tall all the way through the crown of our head. Very good. Good. Relax your arms. Let's go to one more for our arms. You're going to take your right arm up and over your head. Bend it behind you like you're going to pat yourself on the back. With your opposite hand, reach up and pull the elbow slightly to the center. And we're going to feel that stretch all the way down our shoulders, our shoulder blades, and the area along the sides of our ribs. If you're looking for a slightly deeper stretch in this position and your shoulders are healthy with no injury, slightly look up as you hold this. Only about 10 degrees higher than our eyebrows. Good. Relax that down and let's switch arms. This time, left arm up and behind us. Right arm comes up, pulls the left elbow to the center. We're holding this for about 5 seconds, and if it feels good, look that 10 degrees up, feel that stretch go a little bit deeper. Very good. Now let's do a little torso rotation. First one I want you to do is just with your feet planted firmly on the ground, your hip bones are going to stay in place. I want you to reach to the side or the back of your chair with one arm. I'm turning to the right, so I'm using my right hand. And my left hand is going to go on the outside of my thigh. And I'm turning my shoulder blades, neck, and face to face that direction. Sometimes when people feel like they do this stretch, they feel like they have to hear something crack or pop to know that they're going far enough, and that's not the case. We're just trying to put a little torsion to our low back to release some of the stressed up energy from sitting. Good. Come back through the center. We're going to go to the left, so now place your left hand on the side or back of your chair, your right hand on the outside of your thigh, and twist your torso comfortably to the left. Very good. Now, one last stretch, and this is for the lower body. What I want you to do is stand up if you're able. If you're not able, go ahead and remain seated. But we're going to do some calf raise just to get the blood flowing from our upper extremities and our upper body down into our lower body. We want to get circulation through our hips and warm up our legs. So if you're standing, you're going to stand perfectly upright and you're going to raise up and down on your toes. But if you're seated, you're going to stay in your chair. Okay, lift both heels, pressing your big toes into the floor. You'll feel your calf muscles are squeezing. If you're standing, please feel free to use your desk or your chair for balance. Place your calves back down, wiggle out your toes, and now let's do this one again. Press the calves and heels. Big toes are still touching the ground. We're holding this for 5 more seconds. And down. That is all of your workplace or seated exercises, stretches to loosen up your body and improve circulation during the day. Doing this once a day, you can time this to be after lunch or in a mid-morning. If you're ever feeling a slump or a lack of energy at your desk, getting some blood moving and some oxygen moving through your body with just simple circulation exercises and stretching will do you a world of good. It'll renew you for your afternoon and you'll feel this boost of energy. You'll also feel clearer head, a little bit lighter, less stressed. So I hope these exercises helped you and I look forward to seeing you in more videos. Thank you. Have a great day.